over the last week, I think I and pretty much every single other person in the GTA 6 community have given their thoughts and opinions on the $100 price tag rumor. I mean, that's all it is at the moment. It's just a rumor. It was just an analyst saying what he thinks could happen. But sort of going off of that topic, in today's video, I want to actually talk about something that I didn't even think was possible. Like, I didn't even think Rockstar would consider doing something like this. But a few days ago, one of the GTA insiders or leakers, whatever you want to call them, said that GTA 6 Online will be sold separately at launch. And after looking into it, it does make so much more sense if they go ahead and do that. So in today's video, I want to talk about how Rockstar will probably sell GTA 6 Online, if that's even what they call it, separately, which in turn will probably make the price, the full price of the game, only $70 and not the $100 price tag that a lot of people are sort of freaking out about. So this was the post, and we're just going to read it in full and then we'll discuss it. Tez2, again, one of the GTA insiders, leakers, whatever, data miners, whatever you want to call them. He's got a great track record over the year. Yes, some stuff has been wrong, but a lot of stuff he has put out there has been right. In response to someone saying, I can't see the base price of GTA 6 being any higher than the standard 70, he says, yes, in addition, they already sell GTA Online and Red Dead Online separately, but GTA 6 will be the first game where online is sold separately at launch. Now, I'm not sure why he's saying that so definitively. I don't know where this is coming from, if he knows something specific, but this is for sure interesting how he's saying the online is going to be sold separately at launch. Continuing, while story mode will be part of the full package that covers both, you know, like normal. And because of that, they will have to factor the online standalone price into the total cost of the game. And he's basically saying what portion of that base price is going to be the online versus the story mode. He continues, Take-Two could benefit by pricing the online standalone lower, making it accessible for those who cannot afford the $70 or $80 price tag. Most people who do buy a lower standalone for online will eventually upgrade to access the story mode, like when it goes on sale or, you know, when they have enough money to do so. He also even mentions GTA Plus, where it could offer sort of a Game Pass like access where you pay, you know, the $7 or whatever it is a month, and you have access to GTA 6 and GTA 6 Online while you pay for the subscription. He says they'll net extra profits from the players who keep subscribing instead of saving, you know, for the upgrade from the, you know, GTA Online standalone to the story mode. And then he ends it by saying the win for us is if the standalone, the online standalone is priced as low as it can be and factored into the total cost, the game could still be sold at the standard $70 instead of a higher price. Now, again, before we go any further, I don't know why he is like definitively claiming that it's going to be sold separately at launch, but let's just talk about that. Because, of course, GTA Online has now become a separate purchase from the single player. You can see on, this is PlayStation 5, it is $20. Same thing for Red Dead Online. This is a separate purchase from RDR2, and it is also $20. And of course, the reason for that, for both of these, is because Rockstar and Take-Two make a lot of their money from the shark cards, from the purchases, the micro transactions or macro transactions in the online portions of the game. So if they can lower the barrier of entry to get into the online, theoretically that makes them more money because they'll have a lot more people playing the game than they otherwise would. So that is why they made GTA Online and Red Dead Online both standalone from the, you know, bigger editions, more expensive editions of the base game. And I didn't think about that until Tez2 said this a few days ago, but it does make sense that GTA 6 Online will probably actually be a standalone edition of the game that is much cheaper because that only benefits Rockstar and Take-Two. Like, sure, pretty much everyone out there is going to buy the full edition of the game. The edition that's either $70 or $80. I mean, let's hope it's not 100, but the full edition of the game that includes single player, that includes the online and whatever else comes with it. But there are probably a decent amount of people out there that just don't have the money for that or don't want to spend the money for that, but they would spend the money for a $30 edition of online so they could still enjoy the GTA 6, the newness of it, right? The new game. It won't be the single player, but it'll be the online. And an even lower barrier of entry is GTA Plus. Let's see. I don't know if we can figure out what it costs nowadays, but if we do scroll down here, one of the things Rockstar offer with GTA Plus is access to their other titles. Some of their older titles, not, maybe the newer ones, but you can see you get access to the GTA Plus games library, and you have a few games here: Bully, RDR, the Definitive Edition, the LA Noire, and so on. They can even throw GTA 6 Online in this, like Xbox sort of does with Game Pass, and that would be an even cheaper way for people to get into the online portion. And again, that's because the real money is in the shark cards and in the microtransactions and all that stuff. If you get people in the online for as cheap as possible, and then they get hooked, that's how they make their money. Now, we did show that GTA Online is $20, and then Red Dead Online is also $20. Maybe, if Rockstar and Take-Two are feeling really nice, they could price the GTA 6 Online standalone for $20, but more than likely, because it's new, I think it'll be probably 30-ish or so. I don't think they'll go any higher than that, simply because, again, you want the barrier of entry to be low, but I think $30 is probably like a good middle ground. Now, what I've said in this video, what Tez2 said in that post, I think that's probably the most likely outcome. It's going to be a $70 game, maybe an $80 game that you get access to single player and online. But if you don't have that much money, or you don't want to spend that much money, there'll be a $30 just online edition. However, there is another interesting concept that I've seen thrown around, and after thinking about it, this could also be another route Rockstar go. They just completely separate GTA 6, the single player, from online. Like, instead of calling it GTA 6 Online, it'll just be GTA Online 2 or something. Very similar to Bethesda's titles. Like, obviously you have the Elder Scrolls single player games, but then you also have Elder Scrolls Online, but they're two separate things. They're not like you buy Skyrim and then you get Elder Scrolls Online for free. They're two separate things. Also Fallout, you have the single player games, Fallout 4 and all the other ones, but then you have Fallout 76, the multiplayer game. It's a separate thing. I do wonder if Rockstar and Take-Two are considering doing this as well, where they separate the two. And that would mean, GTA 6 would not even have an online mode, which, I don't know, yeah, it does sound a little less likely, but think of the benefits if they do separate the two. It could allow separate teams to work on both single player and online, which theoretically means we could get newer games quicker instead of waiting 14 years for GTA 7 and some of the other, classic Rockstar titles that they don't do anymore, like Bully, Max Payne, LA Noire. If they had separate teams, you could have just one whole team solely focused on online for the next, 10 years. But then you could also have the other teams working on Red Dead 3, GTA 7, Bully 2, whatever the, other games Rockstar would want to make. If they also separate it, you could increase the chances of having single player DLCs. That was the big problem with GTA Online. They realized it makes so much money, so all of these single player developers went to online, and then they didn't ever make and finish the single player DLCs that they wanted to originally do. I believe it was said somewhere, I couldn't find where, so maybe I'm just making this up, but they want this next online, GTA 6 Online, we'll just call it, to be like a decade-long project, similar to how GTA Online is now. So maybe they just treat it like an actual full MMO, and they just have it a separate entity from the actual single-player game. Like, the big thing that would allow is to actually have GTA 7 come out sooner, because they could still just have the online game going strong, making them money, but then they can release GTA 7 without having to disrupt that and, make a new GTA Online 3 and then starting from scratch. It could also theoretically mean more meaningful updates for the online portion of the game, such as map expansions. Like, that's one of the big dreams of a lot of GTA fans, is to have a map that's like every GTA place you've ever been to. Liberty City, Los Santos, Carter City, Vice City. If they separate the two, that means you could have these massive expansions without sacrificing, again, single player DLCs or other titles, newer titles from Rockstar. And on that specific topic, it kind of fits with what Rockstar has recently just done. The Liberty City project, which I believe ported GTA 4's map into GTA 5's engine, Rockstar shut that down. There was another project that ported Vice City, like the full game, into the GTA 4 engine. Rockstar also shut that down. And I'm wondering if they're doing this sort of stuff because they have plans down the road to add, Liberty City to the GTA 6 Online or the GTA Online 2 universe. Like, that would be awesome. That would be really cool if, a year or two after the game comes out, boom, we have a Liberty City expansion and we can go back to Liberty City and the new engine and it all looks great. If it was a standalone thing, maybe they also incorporated with the 5M stuff. I mean, they bought that dev team about a year and a half ago. So maybe they incorporate some of the role play and 5M stuff into the online. I don't know if it would happen, but it is an interesting concept if they do just, separate the two, split the two. Like, you have the single player game that's separate, and then you have the online game that is also separate because it's an MMO and you can treat it like an MMO. Let us know in the comments what you guys think, but it for sure will be interesting to see like what they end up doing, just because like this game is going to be massive. Everyone's looking forward to it. The online is also going to be massive. Everyone's looking forward to that. So how will it all play out? Like, Rockstar, let us know, man. Hopefully that happens in the next couple of days. There's a couple of things obviously I've talked about over the last week. January 31st, February 6th. Of course, I'll be on the lookout for all of it, and I'll make videos when something does happen. So hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified when I do upload. Thank you guys for watching, though. That is going to do it for today's GTA 6 video. Please drop the like if you did enjoy. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.